All right, so let me ask you a question. How many of you feel like, Musty's raised her hand already. All right, how many of you feel like you really make your team feel special when they make a goal, when they've done something? How many of you feel really good about that?
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's something that, I'm going to put my hand up that I need to do that too, is that that's something that we always need to make sure that we're doing, is that we recruit everyone, right? We always say, this is for everybody to try. Come on in, give it a try, see how it works best for you. And would you agree that every single person that walks through that door, they all have a different situation, right? They have different talents, different capabilities, and they all have different goals. They want different things from their business. Some people want the recognition, some people want the gifts, some people want the money. That I think as leaders, one of the harder things to do, but one of the most important, is to make sure that I know exactly what Musty wants from her business, and that I am making sure that she is getting that from her business. Because if you think about, if I say, well, I want Musty to make lots of money, and that's not something that she's desiring the friendship and the recognition, then there's a disconnect. I'm not giving her what she needs. So in thinking about that, it kind of starts off with the challenges that we give our team. No matter how small or how large your team is, there should always be something that you're trying to incentivize your team with. I don't know if that's a word, but we're going to make it a word, incentivize. To offer your team to do something. And when you make this goal, you're going to get this, those types of things. No matter how small your team is. I remember my first team meeting, Wendy, Pampel, and Shelly were sitting at my kitchen table. And I went through Judy was like, you just do that meeting like there's 1,000 people in that room, and that's what I did. And I left them with a challenge. And at the time, it was something like a gift that I had earned, or something that was unique and Tupperware, a product that we could only get during that one time. It was something like that. So that's what I really want to bring up today, is thinking about what are some different challenges that you can offer your team so that they can feel special and they can feel rewarded for making goals. So, because we all we want a good pat on the back. That's something that I always think is so cool with Tupperware, that it made me feel so special when I would come to rally, and I just went and held a couple parties because that's what I did, but they acted like, oh my gosh, you held so many parties and you did so great, and here's some gifts for you, and how wonderful. It makes you feel like you did a great job. We don't get that very often. I would always say that when I go home and I change those diapers and I feed those babies, no one's standing there applauding me saying, walk across the stage and take a bow, you did a great job changing those diapers. Look, you did it in 2.2 seconds. How great that was. No one did that. So that's something that we can provide for our teams and fill their cups up when that's something they might not be getting. That will increase retention. That will increase people's success. It'll increase their confidence. A lot of things go along with that. All right, so then make sure that your challenge matches what you need. So if it's a month where you're trying to focus on building your team, maybe that's a month where you want to focus your challenge on recruiting. So if you're talking about we need to recruit, and then you offer a challenge for sales, you're kind of sending mixed signals to your team that, well, what do you want me to be doing, and how am I supposed to be working with my business? Now, we all know we juggle it all, but when you're really trying to emphasize something, that's where a challenge is really great, because you can really push on this one little button over here and try to increase that area. And then obviously you would want to promote the training to go along with it. So if you're going to talk about recruiting, give them some tools on how to recruit. Give them some techniques, like what we got at Rally Monday night with Tom. That was great. That really gave us something to sink our teeth into and to run with. And it's not just saying, hey, go out and recruit. We gave them something to leave with. All right, so what are some ideas? These are just some things you can jot down. I'm sure y'all can come up with a million more. Just some things I thought of was people, whenever you first join Tupperware, we join and we usually are looking to increase our product. We're looking to add more product to our kitchen. We're inspired by the product. We're excited by the product. So always remember that. New consultants are excited about the product. After 11 years, I see something and I can get excited about some things, but I'll be honest, some of the things just, oh yeah, that's cool, yeah, I remember that, and it comes back around. But when I watch those new consultants go, oh my gosh, that's so cute, it brings back that, oh yes, that is really cute, and I do remember the first time I saw that. So always offering Tupperware. Shop from yourself. Invest in your own business. Offer Tupperware. Especially, oh my goodness, if you have a unique piece of Tupperware that we don't have anymore, that they were able to get their hands on. I know Cindy and I are always, there's lots of unique keychains and things like that, and we're like, oh, we have to have that. Do you have that? Did you get one? I want one. So unique pieces of Tupperware, those are great challenges. And a lot of times you've earned those pieces, so did it cost you anything? No, it didn't cost you anything at all to offer that as a challenge for your team. So a gift you've earned, unique piece of Tupperware. Start putting things to the side. I kind of remember this whenever I would come home from rally and I would have gifts that I earned, and whether it was door prizes or raffle or just something, a challenge or something like that. And I remember that point where it's like, do I put this in my kitchen or am I now supposed to start saving this, right? Like where that moment comes and you're like, yeah, I think my kitchen's full. So start thinking about that. You do reach a point, because we're all not new in here, but you do reach a point where you say, okay, I'm going to put this on the shelf. This is going to be a fantastic challenge to offer my team. So things that you've earned. The next thing is time with you. We all want to spend time with you. So how great of a challenge is that? And that can be something as simple as you're going to go out for ice cream. The frozen yogurt industry, if you haven't noticed, it's kind of expanding. There's like 5,000 on every corner, whether it's Tutti Frutti or Minchies or Orange Leaf or wherever where you go and you put all your little toppings on it. That's the big thing right now. So, I mean, that's, at the most $5, unless you're with me and I'm telling my kids, don't put too much in there. You pay by the weight. Do not put too much in there. You're paying like for crushed Oreos, $16 a pound, All right, so something as simple as the ice cream, a nice little lunch. You can go to Schlotzsky's and grab a sandwich. It doesn't have to be a fancy lunch. It could be something very simple where it's not costing you a lot of money, but it's that time that you're going to spend together. It's going to build relationships. It's a relationship business. We need to feel, I am in this business so much so because of relationships. That's what keeps the retention. To me, I really believe, that's just not like Tupperware. That's everything in the world. That's every business. I was just telling my husband that the other day, working with his team members, I'm like, that's a relationship. You can have a relationship with them before they're going to feel like they're connected and they're going to want to stay with your company. So anyway, relationships. Maybe you could offer them a special ride to rally. You can pick them up and you'll have a special, a special meal for them or a special gift in the seat whenever you show up, and you open the door for them and you make it really special and maybe put a bow around them or have some fun. A special ride to rally. And then if you're someone who can stay after rally, or you can go out after rally, offer them an appetizer at Papacita's, or if they're really thirsty after rally and they enjoy a nice beverage, you might offer them something like that. That's important. And then something else, I thought this was interesting because I put it on my paper, and Judy talked about it, was to go to a party with them. Offer a challenge to where you'll go do a party with them and you'll bring a special gift for all of the guests in attendance. Because that's time with you, that's attention with you, and that's something that's definitely going to build their business. Because if you're showing up at their parties, and she can tell her hostess, my director's coming to this party, she's going to have a special gift, you're going to get a lot of people there. Then that's going to help as well. So hopefully that gives you an idea. I would recommend that when you offer your gifts, whenever that you keep it in front of them. You can't just send it out one time. You've got to really kind of keep it in front of and keep reminding them. And when you're on the phone, don't forget you're this close to this and you're this close to that. And then whenever you give the award, if it's something that is going to be time with you, that at least at your team meeting that you announce and you bring them up front, congratulations, they earned this, we're going to be going on this great ice cream social or whatever your event is, that you still tie in that recognition, because that's really important, that they receive that award in front of their peers and they get that recognition, so that you're filling that need for someone who really desires recognition, and that's what motivates them and keeps them going. So you kind of see how you're kind of touching on all levels, people who want to be social and spend time with you, people who want the recognition, they just want the gift, whatever it is, you can kind of touch on everybody. So hopefully that helped you. Yeah. Back to the board.